get into it. You go look it up, and you're like, all right, 4 dudes, $20, $30, $50 to $100. I'm like, that's f***ing insane.
They go from like making tens of millions a year to making just like 100-something thousand a year, and they're complaining about how broke they are. And I'm like, motherfucker, please. You should have been saving all those millions of pennies.
Bro, I couldn't even imagine. I've never made $1 million ever.
Don't be shitbirds, people.
Don't let money or greed get the better of you.
Yeah.
Poverty mindset.
Yeah.
Well, you see how often I fix my Nissan.
Yeah. At this point, about once every couple of months.
Yeah, I mean, my Nissan's my life. I'm replacing pieces of that sucker every 6 or 7 months now. Oh, shit.
Welcome to Nightwatch. Hey there, Midnighters and Moonlighters. This is your closer-in-chief here with the Nightwatch Security Services crew. Big Smoke.
Hello.
Jolly Green.
Yellow.
How you boys doing tonight?
All right.
Strangely, I'm having a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Strangely.
Yeah.
So you said we have fun with this every time.
Oh, we do. We have fun with it every time. But this is not forced. This is... I'm having fun, like, out the gate.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not having a sequel. How can I make this interesting? How can I make this fun? I'm going, what the fuck are you doing over there?
Burn his lips off hot coffee?
It's just been sitting there for over an hour. It can't be yet.
No, he just refreshed that
My
cup.
baby's hot.
Oh.
My baby's hot. Oh.
Also, Jolly, did you empty the coffee pot and not turn it off? Or
When you kill
it?
the Joe, you make some more.
Do you want to make some more?
Sure, go for it.
Jeez.
Ugh.
This is coffee room etiquette, man. You make it.
It's probably Big Smoke, be honest with you. But
No. Listen, you're the new guy. You got to make the fresh pot. I made the first one. It's your turn.
You kill the Joe, you make some more.
Listen, there's a measuring cup in the coffee. 3-level scoops.
Like I said, this is fun. Like right out the gate, this is fun. Got Coffee Awareness Month here.
This is that realistic content that people really signed up for.
Everybody says, I like my coffee like I like my men.
Black.
I always loved Eddie Izzard's. I like my women like I like my coffee in a plastic cup. It's a lot of absurdist humor, man. It really gets to me. I just love it so much. Just the ridiculousness of a thing. Because, humor, good jokes, good storytelling. It's all about timing, and then catching people unexpected. Hitting them where they're least expecting you to go with it completely. So
I remember this guy he's a stand-up comedian, and all he does is like, I like my women like, and then he points to the crowd, and they'll say some random stuff, and then he come up with a comeback. Mm-hmm. My favorite one from him was like, I like my women like, and then he flashes light on this girl, and she's like, swim goggles. He goes, oh, I like my women like with swim goggles, wet, sticky, and on my face.
6'7". All right, real quick, what's your take on the whole 6'7" thing? The everybody doing it these days.
I'm not paying it any mind.
Yeah,
I'm too old, man. That's y'all young shit.
Well, that's like the Gen Alpha type.
Yeah, that's some young shit. I heard that shit. I was like 6'7". I had to look it up. I'm like, what the fuck is that? 6'7". Yeah, I'm not. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. You're over there making the damn coffee. This place isn't big enough for the comfy chair.
We can improvise. This is the rod of motivation.
The rod of motivation.
+1.
Yeah.
Speaking of, God, do I need to get some tabletop content going at some point, man. I am missing it tremendously. It's been months since I've played anything rolling dice. It's killing me. Something about the storytelling in rolling dice, man. I need it. I love it. I love it so much. I mean, I don't even have any of my D&D stuff out. Everything that's up there is all non-D&D tabletop.
I was looking at the Avatar.
Yeah,
the role-playing game. I was like, I bet you that's fun.
Yeah, Avatar, I mean, it's not just Last Airbender. It's it runs from
Legends.
Kyoshi's timeline all the way up through Legend of Korra.
Oh.
So it's like 4 different eras of...
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, so we got the role-playing game there. The stuff underneath of it is for a game called Symborum that I have not seen any gameplay of, have not played. But when we went to Origins Con, we were coming back through from Montana, driving through. We stopped and hit there, and the guys that were that had the table set up, they're like, this is the last day of the convention. I'm like, well, I really like the looks of this game and everything. I want to get as many books as I can, but I only got so much cash left. And it's like, well, listen, it's the last day, and whatever we don't have to haul back, the better. So you pay me whatever you want, and you can have all these books. I'm like, dude, I got $30. It's like, you pay me what you want, and you can have these books. Like, you're telling me I can have all these books, every single one of these for $30. He's like, you pay me what you want. I'm like, all right, deal, fucking $30. Got all those books for $30. Each one of those is probably worth like $30 to $40 a piece. And
he had to get rid of inventory.
Had to get rid of inventory. But so for 7 books, I saved me a good couple $100 there. But the sad part is that they didn't have any of the copies of the actual like core rule book left. So I don't have the core rules. I have
You gonna pay $30 for that? Bitch.
Yeah,
I was talking to whatchamacallit, and he took me into the back room, you know what I mean, over there, and showed me all the games and stuff he has. And he brought out a Tyranid and how he painted up, and he was like, he used to work security, and he'd bring the little things over there when he's on security, do paint. No one's breaking in. Paint a little bit more, you know what I mean? He'd do his paint stuff, and oh yeah, there's so many things that are coming out that I want to get into, you know what I mean? I got, like I said, the Legions and the Armada, Star Wars stuff.
Speaking of that, crap,
like and subscribe.
Warhammer 40K. Saw this clip of Henry Cavill. He's got tons of like painted stuff.
Really?
The dude painted.
Oh yeah.
He painted. Oh yeah. Let's show this thing.
What's
he's
on?
got? I'm not kidding. He's got this whole.
I don't know if he actually like paints on stream or anything like that.
No, but who is Henry Cavill? Is
Superman.
That Superman? What?
Well, yeah, Man of Steel, Superman. He was also The Witcher, Geralt.
Okay.
Geralt of Rivia.
But he's getting ready to come out with, or at least he's in the works of doing a Warhammer 40K series.
Yeah.
And he's going to be directing, writing, and probably starring in it. Nobody's figured out what role he's going to be playing.
That's a bad idea when you're both director, producer, and star of your own production. It's
he's going to be very demanding and everything.
They said that's a recipe for disaster.
I mean, but he's one of the few in Hollywood that's like really willing to stick to his guns as far as trying to stick to the source material.
He's been fired more than any actor that I've ever heard of.
It's just
him and Terrence Howard. Though Terrence Howard is pretty warranted, but.
Henry Cavill having a huge collection, that makes sense because you look at the hobby and you're like, I want to get into it. And you go look it up and you're like, all right, 4 dudes, $20, $30, $50 to $100. I'm like, that's fucking insane. I couldn't.
Yeah, try building an army of guys.
Yeah, so like you have to have a certain number, and then that's the bare minimum. That's not. I'd really like me to have a Titan. You know what I mean? No. That's the bare minimum of just getting the cheapest dudes you can get and making an army, not having it set up how you wanted it. I like I said, the Legion and the Armada, I got lucky on eBay, and they discontinued it.
What cracks me up is that he's just a rich nerd because he was about he takes way too many time where he's on there playing playing a game. They're like, so how long do you play? Like 1, 2 hours. He goes, yeah, maybe a little bit more than that. 3, 4 hours. Yeah.
On a light day,
Yeah, he's playing too, man. You can walk in the room and he's like the rest of us, like Flake on your right. Oh, you're right. God damn it.
What was it? He almost missed the casting call for Superman because he was playing World of Warcraft, and he wasn't going to answer the phone, but he said something just told me like I got to answer this call, and yeah, that was the call saying he got the role for Superman.
But
he almost missed it.
The base game of them stuff is just the Imperial Rebels period. They came out, they redid it. They brought some new cards out for some new, different stuff. And they came out with the Clone Wars stuff. So you got the CIS, the clones.
Which game are you talking about?
Star Wars Armada and Legion.
Okay.
Both of them. They come out with that stuff. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got it cheap on Amazon because it was kind of like the older version of it. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, all right, that ain't too bad. And I'm still missing some pieces with stuff. And I'm like, wow, man, I really want to get the Clone Wars stuff. That's my bread and butter with Star Wars. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I look at it, and like I said, it's just so much money. That's why I want to get a 3D printer. And even then, there's stuff they don't make and will not make again. Out
of print.
Or just they haven't made it yet, and they probably won't make it. You could 3D print it up and add it into your thing. I was looking. There's Warhammer 40K, but it's the space stuff. They made a few games. It's just space battles.
Okay.
It might be Armada. So for Warhammer 40K Armada. And I'm like, the game, you know what I mean? I'm playing a little bit, and I'm like, this is cool. I wonder if they have a tabletop. Back in the day, it's no longer available, but they showed all these 3D printing stuff of like all the different ones. I feel like coupling together 3D printing and Warhammer and the tabletop games, that's such a thing. Mm-hmm. You'd save so much money, I think, because you can.
But then you could run into Games Workshop and their lawsuit happy asses like in the sue people for you're creating our product and you're not going through official licenses sources. You're not paying us money.
Yeah, you're not paying
for
us
our
money.
Designs.
Yeah,
and it's to such an extreme that like if you try to go to a tournament with hand painted minis and you didn't use their brand of paint, they can tell because they have little fucking scanners that can scan and detect the pigmentation and the coloring of the paint and tell, oh, that's not, fucking orc purple or whatever, that's not
this is
sanguineous red or whatever. Yeah, they can tell that it's not the right pigmentation.
Like a gaming place, or is this like a Comic-Con tournaments?
Yeah, if
you're not allowed to use a non-official painted tournament. That is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Now, there's a difference between someone like actually trying to rip off your brand and sell it and make millions off it. I get that. But like you or me painting up our things and wanting to go to have a good time at Comic-Con and sit down on a tabletop, for them to come over with a scanner and be like, nah, you can't, not today. You know what I mean? Now, that is so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, you can do whatever you want at home, but whenever it comes to going to an official tournament,
Look, okay, when you get these underground tournaments going on. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's going to become a thing.
Yeah, if you keep doing that, you're going to push the people away from the spotlight, and they're going to go to the back rooms.
It's already happening in a way. Now, well, not the miniatures and stuff like that, but think of the internet. We've gone from like YouTube and Google to now people are doing locals, and then if you can't do locals, they do D Live, and then if you don't do D Live, you go to Rumble, and people just keep pushing you further and further to the fringe.
Yeah, it's almost like gatekeeping, but it's like whenever you have the biggest platform, right? So, case in point, we're on YouTube. A lot of people on YouTube. One of the guys that I was really watching and inspired the idea of doing up the podcast and everything, doing it up this way, was the Unsubscribed podcast that my brother had turned me on to, and I had found through both him and watching Fat Electrician, because he's fucking hilarious. But the way that they talk and do stuff, that they have to constantly censor a lot of things, or have to protect certain things, or whatever. And so they ended up getting together with a bunch of other creators and creating their own website, their own platform, and everything. And it's a small monthly fee, but you get access to all of their content, uncensored, and everything else. And so when you have to start doing that as a reasonable diversion away from the main platforms, like basically it's the same as how a lot of other big name or big time newscasters had to leave the news channels, the major news outlets, and
put it behind a paywall.
Stuff. Yeah, because otherwise they couldn't. They were being censored essentially.
And here's the funny part about it: they go from like making tens of millions a year to making just like 100-something thousand a year, and they're complaining about how broke they are. And I'm like, motherfucker, please, you should have been saving all those millions of pennies.
Bro, I couldn't even imagine. I've never made $1 million ever, right? I've never made more. I have yet to break 50,000 a year, right? I couldn't imagine what I would do with $1 million. I mean, I have the basic idea of like, all right, you're going to set aside a certain amount that's going to cover a house and property taxes for the rest of your life. Your fortress of solitude, like John Goodman said in that one movie. Your fortress of fuck you.
Mm.
And at that point, I know that I always have a base camp, always have home that nobody's going to be able to take away from me.
Real life, though, people blow their money.
That's the thing. It's like, I couldn't, what am I going to do? Buy 6 sports cars and one for me and everybody in my family and then be done with it? Or
Mostly it becomes like sycophants.
Addiction.
Suddenly you got cousins that come out of the woodwork.
Right.
Or suddenly, not your parents, of course, but
other people's
relatives and stuff will come around and say, "Hey, look, man, I'm down on my luck. Can you float me?" And suddenly, that float me becomes a monthly thing, and then that monthly thing becomes more of a monthly thing.
Yeah,
and then they're always over your house and, "Hey, let's go out to eat."
Yeah,
and then let's go out to eat
with all the friends and family,
and then let's go out to eat 3 times a day, and that adds up.
Yeah, for sure.
See,
all I can think of is with $1 million, like I could just not work for 20 years and be living at this lifestyle.
Yeah, like I said, if I always say, if I ever won that kind of amount of money, I'd immediately leave the area, change my name. I'm serious. I changed my name.
None of you are coming to get my
and just do Michael Jackson. Go white.
Jesus Christ.
I'd walk right by you. You wouldn't know it was me. I'd lose about 80 pounds.
Get on that Ozempic diet.
Yeah, get on that Ozempic and lose 80 pounds. You're like,
everyone's
who's this pasty white dude? Look at
everyone has their opinions on what is necessities.
Mm-hmm.
Necessities are food, a house. I love when people, they're like, yeah, it's like, what's Justin Bieber's house look like? It's 10 houses, normal houses.
Packed into one house.
Into one house. Yeah.
Like I said,
it's frivolousness.
How many gold toilet bowls do you need?
Right.
I think the most frivolous thing I do, video games, my hobbies. That'd be it.
What?
I'm not gonna buy a sports car.
Well,
I want
them all the time.
I want a truck. I want a truck. I don't want a Ford F2 150. I want an old cheap truck. If I need to get the fuck out of the way into the backwoods, I can. Or if I need to haul shit. I don't want nothing fancy. I want that, and that's it. And that's, I said, maybe that's us peons talking. You know what I mean? You get money in it.
Is that poverty mindset?
Yeah.
You see how often I fix my Nissan, right?
Yeah. At this point, about once every couple of months.
Yeah, my Nissan's my life. I'm replacing pieces of that sucker every 6-7 months now.
6-7.
Shit.
I'll tell you, man, ever since that started, I just noticed it all the goddamn time now, and I hate it so much.
That is messed up. Yeah, but every 6 or 7 months, right. I do change something on my car. And it's like, the dealer keeps going, "Hey, Big Smoke, don't you want to just give us the car? Give it." No, I'm just about getting this motherfucker paid off. I'm going to be changing the engine and the transmission for life. I'm not gonna buy another car.
No.
And if I get millions of dollars, I'm just gonna fix everything on my Nissan.
That's it.
Now.
Yes.
And I'm gonna get that freaking messed up grill on it fixed. Cause I'm tired of looking at my car. It's all cockeyed. I'm like, I'll get that sucker fixed now.
Got a snaggletooth on
it. Yeah, fix the teeth.
I don't get that. Like I said, maybe it's a mindset of being in poverty or being someone that's not well-to-do. But just there's a limit to what you'll get. And like I said, there's video games and there's a couple other things which aren't going to make you go into the fucking drain with that. You'll have so much more money to spend. I don't get it.
Now, see, admittedly, if I had $1 million right now versus $1 million 6 months to a year ago, right? 6 months to a year ago, like I said, I'd just pack it aside. I'd get a place of my own, and I'd be set for life, and I wouldn't even think of working, another day in my life after that point, right? Granted, $1 million actually only gets you so far in today's economy. I get that, but you know what I mean. The romanticized $1 million that you're set for life, right?
$1 million after taxes.
After taxes, right?
Yeah.
But now, podcast studio. Actual set-aside building specifically for it, equipment, business license, paying other people, hiring editors and shit like that, So that's where I would end up. I would build something that would in turn return revenue.
Kick back to you, yeah.
Return on investment.
See, if we ever, like, one of us won $1 million or $1 billion or whatever the hell, it's still gonna be a ground up operation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be sitting back here. Fuck, it really sucks to be sitting here in this cabin and no money, drinking this,
And that's a good point of
drinking this coffee out of Kroger's. I'm like, man, if we had $1 million or really would suck. Wow, dude, we're really broke here.
Yeah.
Man, we do it the right way.
Yeah.
And
we'll do it like, who's my favorite dude that I keep? Mr. Beast. That dude was in his mom's basement lying to his mom about going to college as he's making videos, and now this dude is buying entire streets.
You like Mr. Beast?
Huh?
You like Mr. Beast?
I like his method of becoming mega million.
Yeah, it was just meticulous and detailed and just stuck to it. Grinded it out.
He just kept doing it small until it was like the size of Gibraltar.
Yeah. Started from a pebble and made it into a
a temple.
Yeah,
a fortress.
Yeah, he just that's how I want us to do it. But if I happen to like if one of my Mega Millions or something like that, yeah, dude, we're still doing it the old-fashioned way.
Yeah, I will say
we'll fix up this like.
I agree with you.
We'll fix up the old fucking messed up installation, but we're still doing it out of the cabin.
I would agree with him too. I do
because if we get too big.
Yeah, too big, too fast, and you fall apart. You lose your fan base.
Yeah,
you lose what you're about.
So I get what he's saying. I really do. Like I said, don't do nothing. Don't hire 1 million people to do my job for me.
Fuck them.
But I agree with you, Chief, when you said like have something that kicks back to you.
Yeah.
And I totally didn't mention that. I want to do a farm. I want to breed some lizards and stuff and try to sell them. There's 2 businesses, one of my family business, another one a grass cutting business. Throw some money into there, get some reliable people, which, that's hard to come by anymore. So, something to kick something back to you.
See, yeah, okay. Now, that's another thing. Guys that I was like reading about what happens to people who win like the lotto or the Mega Millions and stuff. Now, the ones who do make it, like this one guy, he didn't know shit about auto care, but he liked that this auto care shop really took care of him over the years.
Mm-hmm.
He won like $10 million, a little under $4 million after taxes. He spent $800,000. He bought an auto care shop, the one that used to take care of him, and now that auto shop makes him roughly $300,000 a year. He's set. He didn't do anything else except buy that one auto shop. It technically, as far as like auto shop, businesses go, he's on the lower end of the spectrum. But he's making $200,000, and he didn't have crap to spit in before that. He bought an existing business. He didn't try to build it up from scratch. No. Okay, but a lot of people. Okay, now here's the bad stories. There's one guy. he kept buying a whole bunch of cars. Like he'd buy a car like every other month or something like that. He won $8 million, and inside of 2 years, he was down to his last $800,000 because he just kept blowing it on frivolous stuff, having like block parties every other week and stuff like that. Buying people. He was doing Mike Tyson, going in and buying people Beamers and stuff like that. Just ridiculous dumb shit. And then like inside of 2 years, he was like, "Oh shit, I got." When he realized that, he go, "Oh, I'm under $1 million." That's when he started hoarding his money and started kicking people out of his mansion.
You ever see the movie Brewster's Millions?
I saw that. That's a Richard Pryor movie. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude had 30 days. I think it was
30 days to spend $30 million.
I've heard of it.
And if he could do it, he gets $300 million.
Okay.
Yeah, but he had to do it in a way where it was absolutely zero. It was a liability. He couldn't have anything of value. Like he couldn't buy a whole bunch of cars and stuff.
Right. No assets.
He had to blow it.
Yeah.
He had to blow it.
Spend it frivolously.
Oh, I could do it.
And no, you couldn't.
No, you couldn't.
It's hard. It's hard. And the way he was going through it, it was funny because he once had this lady. He goes, "I want you to make me the best auditorium room ever." So he kept paying this exorbitant consulting fee, and it's like every day she would come up with something new. He's like, "Nah, do it again. Nah, do it again. Nah, do it again."
How much was it again?
30 million.
30 million.
That's a lot.
In 30 days, $1 million a day.
And
couldn't gamble it, couldn't burn it, couldn't destroy it,
And it was really specific rules. He bought a stamp. he bought a stamp for a couple of $1 million, and then he mailed it. A collector's item.
Yeah, because he couldn't keep
He couldn't keep it as an asset, so he used it as a regular stamp. It was like some like anomaly. The stamp was upside down and backwards.
Yeah.
So he took the stamp. He bought it for like a couple of $1 million, and then he used the stamp and he mailed it.
As a letter to his
As a
mom,
letter
going
to
like,
somebody.
"Hey, mom, you doing good?"
And they thought they had him because he's like, "Oh, you dumb fool! He's got the stamp for an asset." He goes, and he mailed it to them. He's like, and they're like, "Damn it! Looking at it, it's got the stamp mark on it. Totally ruined it."
Worthless at that point. Yeah, but yeah, no, it's. I mean,
when
I think of something like that, so going through that kind of money, and it it really makes. See, I used to wonder like how do billionaires or millionaires, how do they go broke, right? But then I started learning about like where their money actually comes from. They have a net value based off of their line of work, usually like actors and stuff like that, or they have assets, property owned, stocks owned, stuff like that, and they don't actually have that money. They don't have a bank account that says they've got $30 million in a bank account somewhere. No, they have an estimated net value of $30 million based off of the assets that they own. And then they get credit lines off of that. And any bank will open any infinite amount of credit line because they just have those assets as the collateral. And so they just use that credit to buy whatever and spend it like cash. So they don't go. You couldn't get a $1 bill off of Bill Gates.
Yeah.
He got cash sitting around in his wallet, but he's got a credit card that'll buy boats.
Anything.
He just swipes that card and he's
got one of those famous black credit cards.
Yeah, the black cards. Yeah, it spends anywhere for any amount, and
insane interest rate.
So when you're talking about assets,
houses, boats,
would that shit on the shelf there be assets?
I mean, if it had any value, yeah, an asset has value.
I mean,
It's
they technically are worth something. Everything's worth something.
Well, but it's worth something to you, but is it worth anything to someone else?
Okay, yeah, like actual collector's items are an agreed upon value based off of how much somebody wants a thing, how much demand is actually on that thing, and then availability.
So okay, let's say $30 million. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna buy all of Warhammer's miniatures, 10 each. Would that be an asset? It doesn't matter how much. Let's just say I bought with that money, I bought some Warhammer miniatures.
You're talking about based on the movie premise?
Yeah.
Okay,
the rules of the premise.
No, because he limited him on how much he could buy of a particular asset. Yeah. Like you can only spend so much money on a particular genre or something. Yeah. You gotta watch the movie. The movie,
really?
The movie is squirrely. He spent
you.
millions of dollars on like experimental like submarine that is like shaped as an iceberg. He dropped all kinds of cash in it. Totally, it was a sinkhole for money. But he could only spend so much money for that research.
Do you remember how much it is?
No, I can't remember the money amount.
Specific detail.
But it was funny because some of the stuff that he was doing, and they were showing like through the weeks, the pile of money was like shrinking and stuff. And then he finally got down to like the last $10,000, and the evil guys were like they
oh fuck,
they bought something and they squirreled it away. So he actually had assets, and at the last minute, they were like, it's almost midnight. You're not gonna have this. You're not gonna get the $300 million. And then, so he turned to his lawyer and says, "Hey, look, they're gonna sue me in court." And she goes, "Well, you'll need a retainer." And he took the last $10,000 that he had and he gave it to her. He goes, "Here's my retainer," and that's how he beat the system and got the $300 million. It was like, I'm like, psh. But he started. What was fucked up? He started thinking like that because before he was just this nobody relief pitcher that never got out of the minors, and he was like the illegitimate of the illegitimate grandson. Like this guy outlived all of his heirs except for that guy, and it was an old white guy. Yeah. It was an old white guy, and Richard Pryor was black, and he's like, "Yeah, you're the state of my inheritance, but if you can do this, you'll win $300 million." He goes, "But if you can't, you don't get diddly."
I mean, 30 days is a very short time.
Apparently, they made a sequel.
What?
Last year. Brewster's Millions Christmas was released on December 5th, 2024.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it.
But yeah, no. So, I mean, like, $1 million though, or $30 million, any arbitrary large sum of money, right? I mean, I'm at that point now where it's like, yeah, you'd have to keep me out of. I couldn't step within 100 miles of Vegas. Keep me away from casinos, because I'm
not much of a gambler.
I love to gamble so goddamn much.
I ain't good at it. Hey, being downstate for a little bit, I've lost some ramen. I've lost a good bit of ramen on thinking I can go up to the spades table.
Oh, I've lost money. Yeah,
no. And then come to find out that I'm not even good at it. I'm really, really bad at it. And I've been told numerous times, like, listen, get your shit. Get your fuck up out of the table because you are not good at any of this, and you are going to get yourself in trouble.
Yeah, see, I don't have to be good at it. I just have fun with it. I'll have fun losing money.
You know how I am about money. I can't gamble. Yes, please, sir. Thank you. I mean, I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I pick up coins off the ground.
Yeah, you do. I see you every night after work. You check underneath that window at the drive-through.
Sugar, please, sir.
Oh, I delivered the other day.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a quarter.
Now I will admit there was a customer that I tried to hand a $5 bill back as their change, and the wind caught it. As like they went to grab it, I let go. They had it. I let go. The wind took it out of their hand, and they're like, "Oh, never mind. Don't worry about it." I'm like, "Are you sure I can get you another?" No, don't worry about it. They drove off. I went out the front door, out of the parking lot, grabbed that $5. I was like, "If you don't want it, man."
Yeah, it was so funny. Some of the young scholar was looking at me. He's like, "Every time you come back, you're looking under the yeah." Stingy fuckers aren't dropping their change like they usually do. I'm like, I've only got 70 cents tonight. I'm mad.
Hey man, I've found 20s out in the parking lot.
Yeah, I find money. One of the other drivers came up to me and goes, "Hey man, I lost $60. Where? Where did you lose it?" Where?
Oh, I was out on the delivery to this.
That sucks, man.
Yeah. Were you going down the street or up the street?
Like, you tell me you lost money and then tell me where you lost it. Because I'm driving down there to see if it's there.
I just painted a pirate treasure map in your head. Like, X marks the spot, baby. I'll be right back.
12 paces from the cut line.
The only place where that doesn't apply is in the store. Like if there's
in the store.
Yeah, in the store. And believe me, some drivers stick it in their pocket and then it falls out. And I'm sitting there going, God, I'm an honest man.
Yeah, son of a fucking bitch.
Like if I see you drop it. Yeah, what was that thought experiment you were hitting everybody with? Is like if somebody walked past you and dropped like $100 or $1,000.
Somebody was walking in front of you and they dropped $100. Or no, it was $1,000.
Yeah.
Is if you dropped $1,000, you saw them drop it. Do you take it or do you
you tap on the shoulder? Hey, you dropped this. Yeah.
I think it was like 12 people, and only 3 of us actually said they'd give the money back. It was me, you, and one of the people I asked. They said,
one of the customers.
Yeah, one of the customers. He said, I give it back, man. I mean, obviously they probably need it's $1,000. Everybody like, shit, you boo-boo the fool. I'm taking that money. And I'm like, I remember one of the assistant managers. She's no longer with us. Fun.
Yeah. Shout out.
Miss you, sweetheart. She was like, first she said
she would give it back.
And
then like a day later, she's like, I'm thinking about it after the fact.
I got kids.
Christmas coming up,
See me with the I got kids. Yeah.
The sad part is and that was after she passed the test. And he explained
I didn't know there was a stipulation on it if you've seen them drop it. If I seen them drop it, yes, I'm too good of a person. I would give it back. If it's just randomly sitting there and there's a footpath here, people are walking past. Someone dropped this.
I'm finders keepers at that point.
Yeah,
somebody within.
If I seen somebody, I couldn't. I'd have to.
Yeah, it's community property at that point.
Yeah, it's community. That's in the community chest, baby. That's.
But then you got to watch out for those hidden camera prank shows.
Yeah.
And you got to pick up the 1,000 and it pulls a zip line and
and I said some people that were like I said, you'd be like, I'd give it back. Some people, if they found on the street, would be like, well, I'm gonna start asking people. Don't fucking do that. The first person you ask is gonna be like, I did. You know what I mean? No, don't do that.
They start looking in the pockets. Holy crap!
Thank you so much.
sucker.
Oh my god, that was my rent payment. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, fuck that.
That's a good experiment there. How many people would you think out of like, whatever, if you was like, I just found $1,000, did you drop this? Because it was like kind of right past where you went. How many people would say, no, that ain't mine? Comparative to how many people would be like, oh my god.
You gotta watch doing that too, because I've seen some videos where people try to do some shit like that, and then some people get very violent and aggressive about like, that's mine, man. Yeah. And then they're like, oh no, man, we were pranking you. Like, this is like, no, that's my fucking $1,000. Give me that shit. Just fucking start hitting people.
There was a different kind of one where this guy was walking in. He was walking through the hood. White kid.
Oh, is it the PlayStation 5
box?
Yes.
Dude walked out of his house walked out of his house on camera, pulled with a gun. Like, yeah, give me that shit.
That ain't yours no more.
Yeah.
I've
just
seen
set that down right there.
I've even seen videos and he's like, what are you doing? He's like, man, I'm about to go down to my buddy's house down here down the block, and I'm about to place. He's like, yo, come here real quick. And he's like, you see it or whatever, like, we're about to go play. You want to grab yourself a paddle upstairs to your house if you got one, and you come with us. Let's go play. No, they want to get close enough to you, and like I said, it always little pistol comes out. You know what I mean? Like, no. You're gonna leave without me. You're good. That's gonna save you.
Money makes people do wild shit, man. Generosity. How much would you give to charity? If we had
10%.
10%?
Depends on what I got.
Let's say we had the Brewster's Millions. Let's say you had $30 million.
30 million.
Yeah, 30 million.
3 million.
Okay.
3 million. But look, when I say charity, I'm talking my church. I'm not talking anywhere else.
I'm not talking
I'm not talking about no United Way.
Grace's
charity.
Anywhere that's good, that's paying more than like 10% in overhead and shit.
Kids in Rwanda. Nah. We're gonna put a brand new roof on my church. Some insulated windows because it's freaking cold in there. Yeah. New kitchen. Maybe some new priesty robes.
Oh, man.
Rolls Royce for the pastor.
Nah.
This might be kind of
Cadillac.
This might be kind of horrible of me. I would make sure that I'm good. And as I said, I don't want a mansion. I want to make sure, and it's not going to cost a lot of money, just to make sure that I'm in a good place, my car's running good, just the necessities. And I mean necessities. I'm not talking about like, I'd really like a Monopoly game. No. Like the necessities that where you're handled. After that point, yes, we'll talk about what you call it. So that might be me kind of being of a dickhead, but like at first,
no, this is my point.
Okay, I need to make sure. Oh shit! You started singing and my foot fucking sock flew off. Started going. The bare necessities.
His voice stripped you out of your clothes.
There you go, man.
Hey.
What is that? That black black velvet.
Velvet.
It'll wash right all over you.
I'm big into education myself, but like the school system these days is awful. But growing up in as poor in the public schools and everything, there's too much of teachers spending their own money into the classrooms for shit that should not be a thing, right? But obviously that would be something that would be like several $1 billion worth of overhauling the system. That ain't coming out of my pocket. But if there was some way that I could, even set up my own foundation or whatever, like invest like a couple thousand into a school or a couple thousand into a classroom.
I'd be too scared because they say they're for this, but then if you look back into the backlogs, you pull up in the black book, you see, oh man, there's some real overhead getting taken off here. You know what I mean? There's some real shaving going on. Who's TG? Okay. Who is this guy that all this money's going to? Oh, it's some guy off of the coast of Cuba, just raking in, you know what I mean, a good amount of this money.
Now we got to talk about the Somalis that have been robbing the Medicare for like almost, they're saying this up to $8 billion.
Mm-hmm.
My God. Somalis?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Imagine if you had, let's say on a smaller scale, just an entire apartment building. And I'm talking like big city apartment building. Yeah. So like, let's say, 50 tenants.
Yeah.
Each one of them is getting, let's say, $1,000 each a month in benefits. And so you got $50,000 coming out of that building. But now imagine if instead it's, 10 guys per apartment. So now that 50 becomes 500. So now it's $500,000 going into $50,000 worth of a space. And that other $450,000 is going overseas. So they're pulling schemes and scams like that and funding fucking terrorist organizations with the shit. Like, they found direct links to funding weapons purchases by terrorist organizations.
ICE.
No.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, ISIS. There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Not
Sorry.
ISIS, Al-Shabaab.
Yeah.
Is that the actual?
That's the
their
Somali version of ISIS.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, here's one way they were doing it. They were like,
I can't believe I said ICE. I meant
One lady-
ISIS.
one lady would say they had a food program and that they were giving money to starving children and stuff like that. Children doesn't exist. They would just put their They would get one Somali lady. She would tell all of her Somali friends, 14, 15, 20 women. They would all put their kid's name on this roster, and they were getting money to say that they were feeding these kids, and they were never feeding these kids.
For
And then
50 cents a day, you can feed a starving child in Somalia.
And now they were feeding these kids, and then they were saying these kids were autistic. And they would get like another $150 for this autistic kid that wasn't autistic.
Oh Lord.
And then they would put right next to the daycare center, they would put like a small like mom and pop like grocery business. And then they would charge the grocery business. They would pay the grocery business to make the meals for the kids that didn't exist. And the kids didn't exist. So they would get that money direct.
Right.
And then they would put the just like child development center next to the grocery that was right next to the and they were raking in millions of dollars doing this. And then when the FBI came for them, they left the country and went back to Somalia. They went to Kenya, where they bought luxury apartments, luxury houses.
Right, because that dollar goes a lot farther over there.
And it's like,
Oh yeah.
and they're never going to catch these guys because there's no extradition order for Somalia. It's basically a
Wild West.
Yeah, it's like a war-torn,
Third world country.
Third world country.
Yeah. That's what scares me. You know, you want to. I was like, oh man, if I had to think of a place to donate my money, you know what I mean? It'd be maybe like somewhere to help veterans. Definitely not whatchamacallit.
But see, you can't even do that.
Ronald McDonald House or
No.
St. Jude's. But this scares me because I know if I look and you get into the back pages,
Both of
you're
those
going to see
Both of those organizations
Don't.
have been caught doing all kinds of corruption. Ronald McDonald House. That's why you don't hear about Ronald McDonald House anymore.
Right.
Because they got caught. They got smacked by the government for doing some of the shady shit. United Way got smacked shit because they were doing shit like that. They were getting like...
Was that Shriners got caught?
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah. It's,
the shit that's recently happened in California. There was supposed to be like a relief fund for all the houses that got burned.
Oh, yeah.
And they collected $100 million. Gone. They don't even know. They say they don't know where that money went. But this guy, you can't follow the money.
Right.
$100 million. It was donated to that fund, and it's gone. And people still sitting on empty lots. That was a couple of years ago.
Yep.
That's crazy.
But, yeah.
As you said, I'd do my own. You know what I mean?
My church. And I don't even like half the people at the church. I'm serious. Shitbirds. A lot of them. I don't like.
No, you know what I'd invest in? Community centers. Again, we need that third place back. It's something that we get kids off streets and.
I mean, only if I look. Here's where we run into the same fucking problem. I couldn't just go, hey, community center. Here's $1 million.
No.
Right, no, you have to oversight it.
I
want my hands in it. I want to see.
It had to be my community center.
Yeah.
I want to see.
Put my name on it.
Yeah.
Big Smokes Community Center here, yeah.
Look, no, you can't suck my dick. Get on the goddamn papers and type me up a letter form. No, you're here to work, lady. I mean,
we're about to get on here and get a couple foosball tables. You know what I mean? Maybe 50 foosball tables. All right, I'm getting my stuff ready right now. You know what I mean? I'm going with you. Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to Lowe's myself to get the receipts printed out for
my truck's big enough.
I'll load them up. You will load them up.
Yeah, can't go hire Mexicans to build it for you anymore, but you know.
And I'm saying this with all the respect that I can. Get out. Look. Remember I told you that one time that house that was full of illegals. You know, we all know what they are. They're illegal. Yeah. Best tippers on the planet. I am not kidding. And then when Trump was like, "Hey, we're gonna get that house was empty." Now now it's full again. It's full again.
They trickled back in.
Yeah. It's like, okay, look, I remember a guy was telling me, he's like, okay, since Trump was getting rid of a lot of illegals, his landscaping business has gone up like 20% because all of his illegal competition, they got rounded up.
Yeah.
So
he capitalized.
It helps his business that they're not here. One other guy said he's working at a auto fabrication center.
Yeah, body shop.
90% of them were illegals. ICE came in there and grabbed all those guys up. He got like a 7% raise because they thought he was going to leave.
Yeah.
You know, because he's Hispanic, but he's actually...
he's legal,
he's
yeah.
ICE jammed him up, and they got his ID, and hey, you good?
You're
That's
good.
it.
Yeah, as long as if your paper's in order.
Yeah,
You know?
like, you're good. You know, they scanned him, took blood and all that shit. Nah, I'm kidding. They did take his ID, and they ran his ID. And they ran his ID. They looked at that sucker, flipped it,
Made sure it's not.
They made sure, this ain't Fugazi. He's a real deal.
Pulled out this ultraviolet light to check and see if
Look into my eye. You know, they did.
Retinal scanned it.
Yeah, they really checked him out. He was detained in handcuffs for about 2 hours. He said it was. He goes, but he's like, it's not like when we were kids, because when he was hanging out with me, we used to do some really stupid shit. You know, cops would catch you. He's like, oh shit, cops got us, man. They're like, shut up, don't say nothing. You know, it wasn't that moment. It was like, yeah, here you go, officer. And he's like, yeah. He said it was inconvenient, but he wasn't like all them scared individuals next to him.
Yeah, he wasn't scared. He knew what he was about.
Yeah, he was like, they were saying, oh man, we're in trouble. And he's like, yeah, you guys are.
You guys are.
I'm going home.
I love all the videos I've been seeing of them like trying to vilify, like, oh, here's he's got his paperwork and everything, and he got bundled in with all the rest of the guys that didn't have their paperwork, and now he's getting extradited or whatever, or not extradited, but deported. But with all the rest of them, he's gonna have to pay all this out of pocket to come back or whatever. It's like, that's not fucking happening. Like trust me, I get that there is bureaucratic processes are not exactly foolproof. But something like that, like if you got your paper, if I remember correctly, the story they were trying to run with, the guy didn't get deported. He didn't have his paperwork with him on the job site, but like he was legal. He had he had his work visa or whatever it was. He just didn't have it on him, and so like there was a process of getting that and making sure that it matched to him.
Oh yeah. No,
that was it.
They find snippets of a story and they add in their narrative to what they wanted to happen or what they want people to think.
Yeah, they're outright lying. Is what
yeah.
They're doing.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
Yeah, and then they put out fictitious things. Like I seen a clip from some show or something, or maybe some short video for saw it on YouTube. It was like a 10-20 minute clip or whatever. And dude was like getting rounded up with all the actual legal guys and everything, but they like put him in the same cell with them, and he's like, hey, what's going on? Why am I in here with these guys? And then this and that. And it was like, and the whole point of it was to make it look like they were being either so incompetent or so malicious with their job and intentions that they were willing to kick out actual U.S. citizens.
They're looking at skin color and not actual paperwork. They're
right.
just like,
they're just trying to paint him as these racist, villains.
He's south of the border. Throw him in that one with the south of the border.
Didn't work though.
But that kind of shit isn't actually happening. Yeah. Like these guys are after, one, predominantly violent criminals, and two, guess what? I don't care if you're here with your family doing just regular legal work, but here illegally. You broke the law to get here.
They kicked out this one chick. She was about to graduate college. She was a dreamer or something like that.
I know what you're talking about.
Her parents were illegal and they brought her in.
But she was born in the country. So
she was 7 years old when she got here. She was 7 years old when she got here. She was illegal. They brought her over the border. The bad part about it, the parents and her were given deportation orders. They were like, yeah, we're not giving you asylum. You need to leave the country. Well, they completely ignored that. 10 years later.
Jesus.
10 years later, they get rounded up. She's just about to graduate college. And she gets rounded up with her parents. Boom. They kicked her out.
Yeah.
They sent her back to Honduras. Nothing she can do, but she never was a United States citizen.
Yeah. What is that, the dreamers, though? Is that when your parents are illegal, they come into the state or the country, and you're born in here? Or how is that work?
No, you're thinking of an anchor baby.
You're thinking an anchor baby. Nah, a dreamer is when supposedly you come across the border and they're giving you like what they call a temporary like you got a temporary status where you're temporary, like given legitimate, living status. But that's only until your hearing. And if your hearing says that you can't stay, you got to go back.
Oh, okay.
And what they don't do though, what they didn't do 10 years ago was they would just say, hey, you can't stay. And then they let you walk out the courthouse.
The door, yeah. And
they leave it. They're trusting in your good nature
now
to go
you're
back
walking
home.
out the back door into the truck that's taking you to.
Yeah, right. You just exit stage left and go back to your house, and life goes on. Right. Until Trump comes in. Trump like, you get out of here. We didn't want you here.
What do you say? These are bad hombres.
Yeah.
these are bad people.
These are terrible people.
Yeah.
Terrible people.
I don't think he called them hombres or whatever. He said
Hombres.
something. Yeah, he was like, these are bad hombres coming up from the south.
And now he's really going off on the Somalis, man.
Well, I mean, it's...
And he's really pointing his finger at Ilhan Omar. She's a congresswoman. She married her brother to give him status, which is illegal. You're breaking the law.
Yep.
Considering
it's an illegal marriage.
Yeah, it's an illegal marriage, and you have like very questionable green card status.
Yeah, right.
Your card can be revoked for that. She's under investigation, but I think it's going to be another Hillary Clinton kind of situation where she's guilty, but she's too high up on the pecking order to get squashed.
Anything done to her.
Yeah.
Face any real consequence.
Yeah. Because Hillary Clinton should be under the prison considering what she's done breaking the law.
Right.
She's done some authentic sedition. She should be put under the prison. But yeah. The wife of a former president, a United States senator, a former senator. Yeah, they're not gonna get rid of her. And this congresswoman, she really should. Marriage fraud, green card fraud. I would say just kick her out. Don't even waste the money putting her in prison. Just kick her out, because once she gets back to Somalia, that's justice in itself.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty good spot. We'll wrap it up there. Unless you guys got anything else, closing statement wise, anything.
Don't be shitbirds, people.
Don't let money or greed get the better of you.
Yeah. Come on. How can you live with yourself and go to sleep at the end of the day? I've done near nothing, but I have, and I have trouble sometimes going like, you're a bad person, dude. Like, you're a really horrible person, and I'm really not. But people that actually do horrible, sickening. This is for mentally disabled people, and they're going to take money. How do you operate? How do you not just
there are people that
jump
just
off a cliff?
Exist without shame.
That is,
zero shame whatsoever.
It's sickening.
Look, man.
Shame on you.
No. Shame only works for those who have a conscience.
Yep. Yeah, shame, guilt, those are all things that honest people feel.
Yeah.
The dishonest, the reason they are dishonest
is because they feel no shame, man. That's true.
Well, you can take $1 million from someone and then send the money overseas and buy a yacht. The word shame is not. That's like rubber bullets. Not even rubber bullets. We're talking
little airsoft.
That's just that's an air gun not loaded. Just shooting air at you.
A little puffer.
Yeah. But it's not even going to matter. They've only caught 80 people. I know 80 people haven't stolen billions of dollars. It's a lot more, and worse. I'm sure there's government involved.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sure they're involved and they're helping, and they're not going to get in trouble.
Fuck no.
It's the worst scenario.
The whole world is just full of people that have just been getting away with shit for so long, and there's it's not a hopeless situation. I told you the other day, Biggs, but I go through bouts of depression, but I'm ever the optimist.
Yeah.
And like we've mentioned before, anybody could be a Frodo Baggins. Not anybody could be a Samwise Gamgee. But anybody could be a Frodo Baggins. You just gotta...
That was the speech that got me wrapped up into this podcast. I remember that night. We were sitting there talking forever.
He's like, sold!
I was sold to begin with, but he said that he was like, I want this to be something that's like, I want to talk about stuff like everyone wants to be the Frodo. Or
Everyone wants somebody else.
Everyone wants somebody else to be the photo. They don't want to stand up and be like, "Hey, that's fucking wrong." They want to wait and be like, "Well, you assholes, who's gonna say it?" You know what I mean? But they don't want to stand up and say nothing. Yeah,
It's a bug's life.
yeah.
If all these ants get together.
Yeah. Flick.
I'm going alone. Yes, you are. And I'm going with you. I love that line. You can't swim. That is the best wingman moment. They're like,
leave it to Samwise to stab the daughter of some evil deity in spider form. It's like, no man can be best this demonic presence. It's like, yeah, no, you just fucking stab that bitch.
yeah,
Tied up his buddy.
stick the knife in there.
That's a really cool villain too. Shelob and Ungoliath. Ungoli. Yeah, I said it right enough.
But
yeah,
like, man, I mean,
but listen, if everybody can do their part, as small as it is. Like I said, pebbles to Rocket Gibraltar.
No.
What?
No.
They need direction. They need leaders. Good leaders.
Okay.
Good people standing up.
Okay.
Evil only wins when good men do nothing.
Yeah. Okay. Look, our sphere of influence is so freaking small. I mean, for me, my sphere of effect probably doesn't extend past this room. I mean,
a couple of people at work.
Maybe my kids, but pretty much this is okay. But beyond that, even with millions of dollars, hell, they almost put the president in prison.
Almost, but they didn't.
Yeah. But look who they tried. See, that's where they really messed up. They tried to put that guy in prison.
Right.
Okay. And now he's trying to put them in prison. Well, some of them. But I'm saying, look what happened to him. And that guy had to have fortitude, probably the size of who knows what.
Yeah, they wonder why he aged like 20 years and 6 months. But yeah,
it did some damage to him, but they didn't break this guy.
Right.
I mean, well, remember I said it like he probably cried, but it was probably by himself in the far corner of the room with the doors closed.
Yeah.
And he slowly shed some tears in abundance, but nobody saw it.
No.
Okay.
Fuck, that's every man these days.
Yeah, but anybody else would have been crying out in public, "Why me?
Uh-huh.
Leave me alone. Leave Paris Hilton alone.
Leave Brittany alone."
Yeah,
leave Brittany alone.
I mean,
God, if somebody did one of those these days. Somebody get out there, put on a blonde wig and under a blanket somewhere. Leave Trump alone.
Oh my God.
Let that video get 1 billion views, please.
I'm serious. Yeah, I'm surprised it never happened. There's so much going on. I mean, there's no way to overcome that. I mean,
it's going to be slow and drawn out, but if people don't start now,
you said
it's going to keep getting worse.
But it's not going to start.
You said, and it stuck with me. We were talking about politics the one episode, and you said it's too far embedded. And I'm forever the optimist, Chief. I really am. But there needs to be someone to do the dirty work. And your exact words were, "It's too far embedded." Do you know what it needs? You know what I mean? Just start cutting back a little bit of the dead grass. You know what I mean? Let's get so this fresh shit comes up.
You need to let it spread out and grow.
Yeah, it's too vined in.
Nightwatch Security Services is not condone actual violence or
does not condone any.
Yeah.
I love when you say that. My opinion, it would be like or something like that, or like I don't know, but you just go choo choo.
Yeah. But see, no one's willing to make that kind of sacrifice. Damn sure I'm not willing to make that kind of sacrifice. Because the person who does that is definitely going to go to prison or die.
Yes.
I'm like...
Well, think about how they did it, right? Yeah, sure, there was those couple of key assassination moments and everything, or attempts.
Yeah.
But it was slowly, over decades.
Mm-hmm.
Election
10
cycles.
years at least. 10 years.
We're talking like back 50, 60, 70 years.
Oh.
But I'm talking about that slow buildup of grime. You know, it's like, I don't need to scrub my walls this year. It doesn't look that bad. And the next year, it's like, they're getting a little bit there, but they can hold off a little bit. And you go another year, it's like, well, now where do I start? If I put even one little smudge, it's gonna be a glaring bright white spot.
If I rub this part, the paint's gonna come off.
Right. But if you don't do it, ever,
It's not
that wall's going to fall apart.
get worse
It's
and
going to
worse.
crumble.
Yep.
You know?
And that's why, as much as I hate to think that it's not going to happen, I'm really hoping that freaking President Trump just drives that freaking down to the wall. I hope he just
clean slates,
just peels the paint
Yep.
off that boy. Get down to the get down to the vinyl, just tear all that shit
What
off.
is that? Put
And
some,
then put some new coat of primer on that.
what is that? Lacquer? No, not lacquer. What is that stuff that strips?
primer.
Yeah,
No. What do you? I don't know what you're talking about. The strips.
Yeah, he's talking about the
Paint. Just put some paint thinner on that thing and
yeah.
strip it down bare to the wall.
I mean, we got what? It's only been 11 months, and look what he's done. I mean, he's doing it single-handedly. I mean, basically, Congress is non-existent.
I mean, at least he's got the Republican House at this point. But
Well, see, here's the problem. Like midterms is next year.
Yeah.
Next year. So if we don't keep freaking the House, which is probably not going to happen,
Yeah.
we'll probably keep Senate, but we won't probably keep your House. Okay, that means that whatever momentum that he had is gone.
Get stalled out. Yeah.
It's gone. It's going to be gone for at least 2 years. So it's like he has to get whatever he's going to get done before the midterms,
Yeah.
or keep the House.
Or go full dictator.
Well, I don't think he's going to do that. I don't think he's going to do that. I hate to say that I wish he did that, but then that means getting rid of a lot of these congressmen. I mean, like he's already trying to get rid of 2 attorney generals.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he's trying to impose age limitations,
term limits,
and term limits.
Yeah, he's like right. He's right. Like, I don't need the Congress. I'll just write this executive order. But next year, man, that's gonna be like a gut punch moment. I mean, I'm just happy to see that kind of thing going.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm just happy to see that thing going.
I mean, he's talking about getting rid of income taxes, getting rid of property taxes.
January 1st.
Yep.
January 1st, my tips don't get taxed.
Yeah.
Well, I don't get overtime now, but man, back when I was getting 50 hours a week, I wish I was still getting 50 hours. I mean, my overtime would be insane.
I was seeing a thing talking about. Saw a thing on the news the other day. He's talking about like $1,000 back in taxes because of standard deductions are going to go, or like what gets taxed is getting basically refunded through the taxes.
Maintenance on the car used to be like $3,200. I was making a killing on that.
Mm-hmm.
It's now $6,700. I might actually hit it this year.
Right.
I mean, that $5,000 I had to spend.
Yeah, that new transmission.
I might hit it this time, but I mean, for 2 years I couldn't hit it because they raised the deductible that you couldn't do it. I'm like, man, that sucks. I might just get a 4% raise because of that.
Right.
So I'm crossing fingers. I'm hoping that shit happens. But I still got the I'm like poor man's mentality as far as money is concerned.
Yeah.
I'm still like, okay, I don't want to spend money on here. I don't want to spend this money there. I'm just.
Yeah, because who knows what the next guy coming is.
Okay, because who's gonna win the presidency in the next 3.5 years? Who's gonna win? Yeah. I mean, okay, we got Rubio, we got Hegseth, we got J.D. Vance. I mean, 3.5 years away from now. So those are the big 3 for the Republicans. I can't even think about what the Democrats are going to come up with.
Right.
But those fools are going to cheat no matter what. They're going to cheat. So it's still going to be a close race no matter what we do.
Right.
I just wish I won $1 million after tax. Then I could just change my name to Pango and disappear and not worry about this shit.
All right, that will be our wrap-up point there.
Did we just talk about politics for 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah, 20
But if you guys are enjoying the content, please like, share, and subscribe. You can follow us here on Facebook.
I love it. I do.
Follow us here on YouTube. You can listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts, as well as the host platform, Podbean. And, of course, we're at home here on YouTube Music as well.
Amen.
If you want to follow the channel, we are on Facebook loosely. I post updates when I put the new channels out. And if anything, any update-worthy news happens for the podcast, I put up there. If you want to help financially support the channel, buy us a coffee, help make these camper payments. Throw us a couple of bucks and get us some Red Bulls at least and keep the coffee flowing. Hit that coffee page, ko-fi.com/Nightwatch podcast. And that's going to be it for this shit, folks. See you in the next one.
See ya.
Later.
All right. Time to empty out the mop bucket, run the trash, and hit the lights. Go get off my time clock and be safe getting home.